Well, hello K-pop friends, Merry Christmas and a happy holidays to all of you. On American Thanksgiving, we gave thanks to 18 K-pop idols in part 1, and now we're taking a look at another set of K-pop idols embracing their promiscuous side. Oh, yes ma'am. So, on this special day of Christmas nestled in a season of interfaith miracles, I am here to give you all with part 2 to a video series you demanded from Santa, Hanukkah Harry, or whoever you appeal to. I got the message from the dark side, okay? I am tier ranking our idols who blessed us and secured our spot on Santa's naughty list this year. I gotta say, I did God's work again with this research, and I gladly accepted this responsibility. Someone has to promote science. Same situation as last time, unconventional tiers, and a whole lot of pregnancy scares and attacks on all of us. So, here we go. 2PM has always been proudly labeled as the beastly idols in K-pop. They're the reason why 2PM is the hottest time of the day. They work out, bulk up, perpetuate climate change with their hot, steamy bodies, and never call us back the next day. With All Day Thinking of You, they showcased a new and more mature side of themselves. They were grown up. The bed scenes were welcomed, and with the sensual tone of the song, many avid listeners envisioned themselves in those tender moments. I felt my bra unsnap itself during this era, and I thank them very much. OnlyOneOf came back in 2021 with libidO, or libidO, and shocked the community with its aggressive dick ship, skinship and K-pop wishes, and all the members embracing their inner slut. Honestly, it makes sense with the song called libidO. The members pushed boundaries and norms with each other, and many of us in the LGBTQ community applauded the boldness. This group continued to defy the K-pop norms, and since all the members were on board, it really demonstrated that size matters. That is the strength in numbers, and bigger numbers are better, honey. Today, many fans of K-dramas might be familiar with Joon through his acting work, but you might not know that he too was a K-pop idol with a slutty past. In their music video for MBLAQ's Y, Joon fans were treated with a very wet shower scene. This was his jaw-dropping slut era, as MBLAQ left us questioning what exactly they were referring to when they said, "Give it to my Y." I suspected it was what was between his legs, but that's really up for debate. I must admit, I felt a little dirty watching it, but, I wasn't mad. Big Bang's Taeyang has always had a very successful solo career, and in 2014, his summer release of Eyes, Nose, Lips was a huge hit for him, causing an endless number of covers. It was a song that spoke to many and touched its listeners in the right place, in more ways than one. It didn't hurt that Taeyang stood there shirtless the entire music video, causing us to be distracted from the emotional lyrics. It didn't matter what came out of that man's mouth. I had already shrugged up my bra within the first 10 seconds of the song. Taeyang has that kind of power over us, and we happily submit. If you're new to K-pop, you must know the legendary power that TVXQ possesses. When they were 5 members in 2008, Mirotic was a game changer for the K-pop industry. This is one of the most covered K-pop songs of all time. The boys wanted to show a bolder side that was not typical among the K-pop groups at the time. Mirotic even got banned for its lyrics that were deemed too provocative with just, "I got you under my skin." That was just way too much for all of us, okay? Many K-pop groups strive to reach this level of slut era, but most fall short, if you know what I mean. This seems relatively tame today, but Korea didn't know how to handle these boys. TVXQ were new men in this era, and Mirotic proved that size matters. And many of us are still recovering 14 years later. Stop, baby, don't stop. The sexual tension between Ten and Taeyang with Baby Don't Stop is immeasurable. Lyrics that say, baby, baby, I just feel so right. Baby, I just feel so nice. Oh, baby, give it to me. I get why the song was called Baby Don't Stop. Many of us were left confused as to who was going to become pregnant. Was it us? Or was it Ten or Taeyang? Someone was bound to. We just needed to accept what was coming, pun not intended, and hope we could at least have a keepsake photo. The duo were strong, aggressive, and were at peak fertility in this era. It was incredible, and we didn't care what happened. This protein shake was welcomed, and we all needed a good stretch afterwards. So many of you in Part 1's comments demanded I include SHINee's Key's Born to Shine era for this definitive tier ranking. But I don't think you understand how our Key tackles the slut era concepts. While the SHINee stage shocked many, his was an inner slut that was fabulous yet powerful, and it demanded to be seen and heard. Key strapped on his chains, leather, whips, bondage mask before COVID was even a thing, and turned this stage into his bitch. He was on his throne by the middle of the song, showing that he was truly born to shine. This slut era goes into a category that pays homage to Casey Alonso's own tier ranking category of Snap Snap Kirby. It encapsulates this era perfectly. Fierce, fashion forward, and ready to slay. Go on, darling. When it came to stages for SF9's Teardrop, another Taeyang in the industry also proudly embraced their inner slut era. Our talented Taeyang wore so many revealing outfits that it caused a stir among fans. That man made us drip a lot of gooey tears. We were wet, honey. Our bras were unsnapped. Why? Because he unashamedly let his goods hang out in the open, so why shouldn't we? This song's era by VIXX actively takes on the BDSM concept in K-pop. The title, Chained Up, should have been your indication that you were going to hit the Do Not Disturb button on your phones. 3 of the boys, right off the bat, started walking like they're on leashes. It was something to behold, as the members even went on to say, "You know you completely own me." Well, okay then. This kind of slut era makes for such an interesting Tinder date. Chained Up made me feel kind of dirty, but, you know, I wasn't mad.
Want you back, girl. Want you
As a longtime K-pop fan, I will forever say that 100% goes down as one of the most underrated K-pop groups. Don't challenge me on this one. I will cut a bitch. With their song Want You Back, all of the boys channeled their magic mic and went all in with this comeback. It was a lot to take in, and fans didn't know what to do with themselves with all 7 members attacking us from 7 different directions, and all we could do was give it 100%. The more the merrier, I say, and this easily falls into the size matters category.
Like tonight's your birthday. Every second, every minute make me wanna celebrate it.
I have to include Ten again on this list, but this time for his recent solo release, Birthday. It was a very suggestive song, and our ho boy knew exactly what he was doing when he talked about getting us in our birthday suits. Ten is a recurring name on Santa's Naughties list, and whatever is powered by the birthday fairy. He's special, and he must be protected at all costs. Very Snap Snap Kirby, if you ask me.
I told myself that I'll be okay.
If you've seen my SEXtuple Threats video, you'll know how our sweet-natured Jackson is actually one talented and powerful man. With the solo comeback, Okay, our Jackson is also seen showering, and we are compelled to take our own shower. He knew what he was doing in this slut era, and he has no shame about it. He made me feel very dirty, but, you know, I welcomed it. As the song said, I simply said, okay. Gikwang of Highlighter Beast has been no stranger to embracing his inner slut over the years. When it comes to his 2019 solo release, Don't Close Your Eyes, fans happily obliged with the song's title. This was just before his mandatory military service, and Gikwang was full-on slut era to give fans diversion to remember him before he took off. He even says, "I don't even know your name." But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Gikwang delivered, and let me tell you, my heaving chest unsnapped my bra for him, and little Gikwang Jr. was delivered 9 months later. I thank him for his service. Stray Kids' Bangchan and Hyunjin had a duality concept with the song Red Lights, where the members were seen pushing and pulling with the chains and locking each other in. The sexual tension was strong and unyielding, and it's no wonder why it's called Red Lights. This kind of slut era was intellectual and one that drove a flurry of analyses from we K-pop fans. This was a science and a subject that K-pop fans study closely. I have come to the conclusion that this was a solid protein shake, filled with all sorts of nutrients that did a body good, baby.
She's only one.
Back in 2001, legendary K-pop group Shinhwa, the longest continually running K-pop group in history, shocked many when they went nude for a photo book. This was unheard of at the time and would still shake the community today if a group would even consider doing something like this. This was on many K-pop fans' Christmas wish list. It was something you would put on your coffee table, and it served as a wonderful conversation piece. This slut era is groundbreaking, never-ending, and history-making, and one that is still talked about today. It's on a level that has fans filing for child support for causing so many unintended pregnancies. Well, that's it for today, friends. Share below other K-pop slut eras you want me to discuss for a potential part 3. I ask you to share idols you want me to discuss or revisit, and share what tier categories you want me to include again for part 3. Remember, this was all in good fun. I hope you laughed and agreed with my choices. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Check out many more of my videos while you're here, and I shall see you next time.